going on, everybody? It's your boy Ben Grimm here with yet another beautiful motherfucking podcast. Thanks, everybody, for taking part in the Manic Presents Converge giveaway last week. That was awesome. Hopefully, we'll have another one geared towards my audience. I'm sure the next hardcore or, bigger, cooler event like that's happening, we will have another giveaway. I'd like to let everybody know that I, today, am recording out of my new studio spot. I have grown out of my spare bedroom, and I now have a fucking studio spot. I got a goddamn news desk like motherfucking Peter Jennings out this bitch. Yeah! I'm sitting up here with my dog. That's all I really fucking need, man. I'm fucking feeling good. How are you? Haha. All right. Check it. Couple sponsors I want to let y'all know about. First off, Manic Presents, my boys over there. Got a couple shows going on this week. You guys will be hearing this Tuesday. So Tuesday night will be, Tuesday night, The Districts, the Ballroom at the Outer Space, Hamden, Connecticut. Doors at 8, shows at 8:30. That is all ages, and it's $12 to $14 for that show. Wednesday, August 9th, Social Distortion. That's a pretty cool show. College Street Music Hall in New Haven. Doors at 7, show at 8, all ages. The tickets range between $32 and $36 for that one. On Thursday, August 10th, we have Pop Tone, featuring founding members Daniel Ash and Kevin Haskins. Pow! Thursday, that's Thursday. Doors at 8, show at 8:30. All ages, $30 to $35 is the range for those tickets. What else we got here? Friday. Rebirth Brass Band, Funky Dogs with a Z Brass Band at the Ballroom at the Outer Space, Hamden, Connecticut. 7, shows at 7. Doors at 7, shows at 8. I'm sorry. All ages, $25 to $30. Hit them up. Manic Presents. Get it right. There's been a rebranding. It is not Manic Productions anymore. It is manicpresents.com. My boy Mark, my boy Ben, my motherfucking boy Chris. They're putting on some good shows in Connecticut. Love to fucking help them out and support these guys. So go and support some Manic Present shows. That's all I got to fucking say to your funky ass. What else we got here? Dude, I can't get over my motherfucking apron, bro. Hartford Denim Company made me a motherfucking apron, bro. And I cook in it. I do the dishes in it. Sometimes I just put that shit on butt-ass naked and walk around with it. Because if you know craft denim, it's got to, loosen up. So I'm doing everything in my apron, bro. Hartford Denim Company, a.k.a. HARDENCO, is a manufacturer of the strongest clothes available. We at HARDENCO stand by this statement by backing all of our products with free repairs for the life of our garment. Made using only the highest quality materials. Everything we produce is cut and sewn at our shop in Hartford, Connecticut, USA. We also specialize in the production of commercial aprons for, but not limited to, the restaurant, bar, and woodworking industries. Please see www.hardenco.com for more information. That's HARDENCO. Har for Hartford, Den for denim, Co for company. Get it fucking right. They got a store. Go in there, buy some jeans. You ain't really cool until you have a pair of Hartford denim jeans, all right? Yeah, that's right. I fucking said it. This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Demming Barbershop and Emporium, located at 6 Kirby Road in Cromwell, Connecticut. You know where it goes, motherfucker. Exit 21 off I-91. DeMichele's specializes in all types of men's haircuts and hot shaves. Services are available by appointment only, which can be made conveniently online at DeMichele's.com. That's DIMICHELES barbershop.com, or by calling 860-502-3540. Gift cards are available in any denomination, and they also offer my personal favorite, their own water-soluble pomade. So go get a fresh cut, a clean shave, and some awesome product, and tell them Ben sent you. Demming Barbershop and Emporium. Responsible barbering. Yo, there's some fucking people out there that I just want to be like, yo, go see my man. Like, there's this dude, I'm not going to say what Starbucks he works at, but his fucking head is like, he's trying to do like the part thing. And this dude that's cutting his hair right now is doing him a huge injustice. It's like he's got like the top of his head in the middle, one side shaved, one side not, and he just folds it over. He doesn't got no part. He don't got no fucking style, no fucking swag. I just wanted to give him the fucking card and be like, yo, man, you got nice hair. You're a good looking guy. Like, go get it cleaned up. You get some more pussy or dick. I don't know. Like, fucking, we're fucking everybody nowadays. I don't give a fuck who you fuck. Fuck a man, suck a man's cock. Fuck a woman, eat a woman's pussy. I don't fucking judge. But this dude could definitely be getting more sex if he got a right haircut. So go see motherfucking my boy Eli. Well, ladies and gents, it's a hot one out there, so beat that motherfucking heat with the one and only Nitro Cold Brew, the cold kick in the pants that summer demands. A proud sponsor of BB with BG, the Cold Brew Coffee Company offers you their infamous Nitro Cold Brew and now carries a delicious selection of refreshing Nitro teas. Products are fair trade, organic, and available at your favorite Connecticut bars, restaurants, farmers markets, and more. Not Connecticut? No problem. We got the mail. I got a penis, so I'm a male. Products are available for purchase online at coldbrewcc.com. Stay up to date with the newest flavors and retailers by checking out Cold Brew CC on Instagram. Cold Brew CC, the best damn cold brew. Like I always say, go see my boy Gary. I was just at Goldberger's on Capitol Ave the other day, and they carry their products. They're fucking good. Like, I don't really have any sponsors that I don't stand by the product. Like, if somebody was like, yo, dude, mention my shit. And like, if you don't got something cool that I can benefit from, that I use myself, I'm not gonna fucking do it, bro. I'm fucking helping out my people. Small businesses, motherfucker. But yeah, they got that on Capitol Ave. They got it at Coventry Farmers Market. They got it at Hog River Brewing. I got to get a real list to start telling you guys, because that shit is good. Them little ass blue cans that you see, those half cans, whoosh, you fucking open that bitch up, pour it in a fucking pint glass, bloop, 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 bloop. You drink that shit, you get real hyped up. You go do some chores or something after that. What else we got? I think that's it right now. I might have missed somebody. I don't think I did. So, today on the podcast, I'm glad that I mentioned it before, but I have my close personal friend, Marshall Demming of Hartford Denim Company. We talk everything Hartford. We talk about the shop, the clothes, the jeans, the coveralls, the shirts, what it takes to run a small business, being a small craft denim entity in the world where there's fucking companies like Levi's and Ralph Lauren, and just like, you know, the culture right now. We talk about, you know, everything. They got a store opening up down in Brooklyn, so they'll have 2 locations, Brooklyn and Hartford. You know, we talk about Brimfield, because these guys always go up there 3 times a year. They got a little tent. They sell other stuff. These guys are doing coveralls, aprons, short aprons, those weird little aprons that you see like waitresses wear for just like the change. They got tote bags, they got backpacks, they got luggage, they got fucking canvas shirts. They're fucking dope. It's a fucking dope product. This shit is not whack. This shit is real and like very high end. Anything ever breaks or rips on it, free repairs for life. And the cool thing about these dudes is they find somebody that's had a pair of Hartford Denim like jeans for a couple years, and they're just worn, ripped up, stained everywhere. They'll buy them back from you and put them back on the rack as a worn pair, because people are out there looking for worn pairs because they don't want to put the work in on like scuffing up their new pair. That shit's cool to me. So, you know, we talk about Hartford, you know, how I met him back in the day. We talk about some funny stuff. He's a real nice guy. Everybody, my friend, Marshall Demming of Hartford Denim Company.
I break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, break bread, break
Hello, Marshall.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here. This is a big deal.
No, it's not that big of a deal. This is fun.
For me, it is.
Oh, dude, you're
look up to you.
Well, you're very modest. I love it. You have I was thinking today about like things I could ask you, but I've known you for so long, and it's just like we could freestyle talk about anything. But I want people to know about the craft denim that you make. Okay, and I'll fill in people on what I think it is, and then you could correct me if I'm wrong. But like,
Okay, that's cool.
last couple years, there's been like a wave of like artisanal craft handmade jeans coming out, high end shit. Okay, not your not bullshit that you would get at the mall. Like nice, hardcore, like working denim. And I feel like you guys slipped in right before that fucking blew up. So you rode that. You're still riding that wave. And you do
2010.
Yeah, pretty much. And you do aprons. You guys do fucking windbreakers, jackets. I've seen, and I see them all over the place. And the funny thing is, I see people posting about them, and they're people I know from like other states.
Oh, that's cool.
So you're all over the place. You know what I mean?
We're getting there.
I have a pair of jeans that you made me custom.
Thank you.
They're my favorite pair of jeans. I don't wear them
That
enough.
was like 4 years ago.
No, it was like maybe like maybe 2 years ago. But like I might have been a little bigger at that point, so they're a little loose on me. But you can't tell. Like I put a shirt on, you really can't tell. But they're my fucking favorite jeans. They fit good. They fucking look good. Pedro from Trader Joe's. Pedro from Junk Pot Studio. Like he's got his shit so like dialed in that they're like flowy. Like mine are still real rigid. But I love my jeans. I love my Hartford denim jeans. And now, tell me if I'm wrong. Was everything I said correct?
No, it is. Yeah, it's happening more now. There weren't many of us when we began, and some of the ones that were there when we started aren't there anymore.
Kind of like went the way.
Yeah.
So you guys started in 2010?
Yep.
Okay.
And we were working together for a couple of years before that, just kind of making stuff for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hand sewn leather.
It's you and two other partners, right?
Yep.
Dave and
Luke Davis and Dave Marcoux.
Yep. Okay. You guys have a shop in Hartford, over near Hog River Brewing, kind of.
Yeah, we just moved.
You're up at the end of the street now, right?
Yeah, we were right next to Hog River before.
Okay.
Right now we're on the corner of Bartholomew and Hamilton.
Okay.
It's like half a block down from that same location.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been in a bunch of different spots along the way. Before when we were next to Hog River, we were in this basement below like a curtain factory.
Yep.
And then before that, we were on the 4th floor of Arbor Street.
Okay, I never made it to that one. I've been in the basement one.
We were there for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we were on Pratt Street for a year.
Yeah, that was like, what was that? Like, was that a storefront? What is it?
That
like,
was just us working with what we got. We got a good deal. It was like office space that was no longer utilized. Mm-hmm. So, and we had some cool landlords. We just kept adding on rooms.
Pratt Street's a cool area of Hartford. Like, it's probably like the coolest.
Yeah.
Like, it's a cobblestone street. Sweet Jane's used to be on there. What's the bar? The Irish bar? Vaughn's is over there. There's a high-end men's store on the corner.
The Russell's always cool.
Yeah. Is Lord Jim's still upstairs on the other side? Remember that? You know the men's store on the corner, like that high-end men's store? There used to be a bar above there.
Stackpole entire.
Yeah. There used to be a bar up there called Lord Jim's.
I've never
and no
even
one
heard
fucking
of it.
knew about it. My ex-girlfriend Anna from years ago used to bring me there, and I haven't heard anything since. And I wonder what's going on over there. But anyways, Pratt Street is a fucking cool location, and but you guys outgrew that shit because I've seen the size.
So yeah, we started just making clothes for ourselves and then like taking orders from friends and family,
Mm-hmm.
and decided to incorporate. And then we were looking for space. We were actually on Bartholomew at a friend's dad's. He had one of the last shops in Hartford. Mm-hmm. He was making like military coats out of wool.
Okay.
And wholesaling to they were like contracts for different towns.
Oh, cool.
Officers' coats. And it was like it was a real factory. It was inspirational for us. It was the first time we got to see one up close. And he had a big cutting table. And he saw what we were doing and was really impressed and offered us space in the back.
Awesome.
So we got used to the cutting table and we got to use his machines after hours, it was just a really good deal. And then from there, it started to get cold. It wasn't really winterized space, and we ended up downtown.
Okay.
And we were all looking for places to live. So we moved. We like the shop was the home.
Oh, nice.
That was part of the deal. Like we had like apartment and shop space all on the same lease.
On Pratt Street.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking awesome place to start, man. That's great.
And that was cool just to get really in touch with the city, just be on the streets waking up in the mornings. And
Right there.
yeah, we had the tricycles. It was fun. We had like a fleet of trikes.
So you have
But
a
we've just been collecting machines all along the way and just slowly putting this together.
Yeah, I've been in your shop, and it looks like every time I go there, like there's new shit, all kinds of new stuff. Like crazy old Singer sewing machines, like industrial ones with big needles, and like you need that to go through denim.
Yeah, it's like a scavenger hunt to find the biggest and strongest ones.
Dude,
and we have some of them, but there's still heavier ones out there.
Oh man, that's
we need
so
'em.
cool to me.
It's
like
really tough.
like
You
you.
really can't get a heavy enough machine when you're in this industry.
Because you try to you think about what kind of sewing machine do people use for leather? Like that shit's got to be hardcore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got to be sharp and big and hardcore and to sew like.
Leather is like some
It's
leather
thick.
projects. It's a half inch thick.
Yeah,
Once
like
you put
how
both
do you
pieces together,
how
like
do you
making
fucking,
saddles and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you even
needle,
sew that?
The needle is like a nail.
Oh my god. See, that's so fucking intriguing to me. I love that. I have a friend that does leather goods out in L.A. My friend Eric Adrian, and he kind of does what you guys do, but he's working mostly all in leather. You know what I mean? And I used to do a little bit of sewing back in the day. I used to sew
Cool.
T-shirt. I think I might have shown you. I used to sew letters onto my friends' fucking.
That's awesome.
Sweatshirts and shit. And I made a couple purses too, actually. And but these were activities I was doing when I was high out of my mind. I would still do it now, but when I found out you guys were doing that, I was just really intrigued. And when you guys blew up and I saw the product, I was like, what are and when you guys started, I only knew of a couple other companies that were in your guys echelon, like Jackknife, and there's a couple other ones. And when you look at your guys' product and that shit, it's almost better.
Jackknife is gone.
Yeah, they're one of the ones that went away, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of Japanese brands, you know what I mean? And they're probably coming and going. What do you think that you can attest your longevity to? The community?
Yeah, the community support and just we have a real slow and steady growth model.
Yeah.
Where we just haven't really taken too many. We haven't really taken investments out or borrowed money that much.
I was talking.
And all reasonable growth. There's never been all right, we're going to get a big investor with this big plan, stretch ourselves too thin. We're just slowly engineering all the products ourselves, making them all ourselves, and then fixing them and selling them.
I think a lot of people do that, like what you said, blow their load, real quick. A lot of people, in the restaurant industry, they think it's going to be big, and they throw all this shit, and they force it, and then it fucking dies. And you guys have slowly ramped up over the fucking years, and you're not going out of your zone, you're not going crazy, you know what I mean? And I think that has a lot to do with it. And I see people wearing it all around, all people that are Hartford natives, Joey Bats. My bud Joey Bats got a sick fucking jacket, you know what I mean?
He's a huge supporter.
He loves it. I got a fucking pair of fucking pants, fucking Pedro, Dave Dews. I've seen people that I didn't know wearing them, and
The
I love
community's really come out for us. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty when you think about goods that come out of Hartford, nothing rings a bell except for you guys. There's no mom and pop or a product that is coming from Hartford that people really know everywhere other than insurance. You know what I mean? And even that's going away. That's what Hartford was known for. And you guys have kind of put your stamp on it. And that's why I wanted to get you on, man. That shit intrigues me, dude. You guys are craftsmen, and I love that shit. I can really appreciate that.
Yeah, it's like a big, never-ending challenge that we've embarked upon, and we're just getting there by reinvesting. So there's still stuff that we want, old tools and more equipment.
Oh, it's never ending. I can imagine.
And it's just engineering all the right products to make it work.
Did you guys have to hire anybody, or is it?
We have
still...
one employee that we just recently, a couple months ago, celebrated her 5-year anniversary.
Okay, cool.
She's awesome. Melissa's amazing. Anybody that knows us knows her well.
And she's doing the same stuff you guys are doing, cutting and sewing and stuff?
She's more on the sewing end.
Okay.
I'm on the cutting, but we all help with sewing too.
Awesome. That's cool. You got a showroom.
Yeah, we got a showroom. We moved into this new space that's like 3 times the size of our last shop. Finally have all the space that we need to let the elements of our business flourish. Before they were like kind of stacked on top of each other, and we'd have to pull them out and do that operation, and then put them back in a pile, and then pull the next needed thing out of this confined space. And our cutting table was kind of short. And we were in a basement. There was no natural light on our products, so it's kind of hard. Our showroom wasn't.
I never thought about that.
What it is now.
You'd
We've
like
got
to
windows.
see what it actually looks like.
The space that we're in now is the office space for one of the Pope Car and Columbia Bicycle manufacturing facilities.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they made the first steel bike rim in the country.
Oh, really? I've seen
we're
the
in
door.
the office space.
Okay, I've seen like the cargo door, and you can look right into the floor, like the
So that's
area.
that's the lower level, and we
Okay.
have the space above it as well.
Awesome.
So that whole little cubed off part of the building, it's attached to this like a really large box factory that's still functioning. They make cardboard and wooden boxes.
Okay.
Wholesale.
Like corrugated cardboard.
Yeah, it's a massive factory, and they used to occupy that office space,
Okay.
and now we got it, and it's pretty much untouched from its original state in the early 1900s. It's got cast iron,
That's awesome.
cast iron toilet paper holders.
I know you love that shit.
There's wood everywhere. There's wood wire molding. So for us, it's really cool. It's have our products in a space that built of the same grade.
What did you I know you guys make jeans and you make shorts and you make aprons, and I've seen a couple like you guys used to do those like double like exaggerated collar like windbreaker almost things with like the patch right here. They were like almost military looking.
Yeah.
What else?
There's a lot of military inspiration and reproduction of vintage garments.
What else are
We
you
used to
guys
make
doing?
things proper back then.
Oh, yeah,
the seam construction, the designs, it's all really awesome.
It's
And
built to last.
Engineered too, especially the jackets. It's really incredible.
You know what I like about you guys is free repairs for life.
Yeah, that's probably one of the answers to your question why we're still here.
Yeah. Like
And-
Ralph Lauren ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Levi's aren't doing that. For real. And
But
like
for us, part of the reason is just we really, really appreciate the beauty that happens from the jeans through their span.
getting
of
the
life.
wear and
Yeah,
stuff.
getting the wear.
And like somebody coming back knowing that they can bring it back to you and have like a hole sewn or like a button pop back on, they're coming back into the shop, and like they might not buy anything from you again, but there's a good chance they could. And they're gonna leave there and be like, yo, I bought these fucking jeans 4 years ago. These dudes just fixed them for free. How cool is that? Like, somebody hears about that. You don't hear about companies doing, like, overextending themselves like that. Like, I think that's very, very cool and very commendable.
Thank you.
Mine are never going to need to be repaired because they're still super new. But, like, as soon as I do something to them, I'll bring them to you. What else are you guys making? Is there anything on that list that I listed off that you got anything new?
Yeah, we're working on overalls now.
Okay.
We really hammered on the shirts. We spent the past couple years making these really awesome work shirt patterns.
Okay.
And we're doing that now with hoods and without. We've been doing a lot of indigo dyeing recently, which is awesome.
I saw, and that's like a lost craft that you don't see people doing anymore. Like,
Yeah, that's fun. We had like a 55-gallon drum full of it going for a couple weeks.
I
and it
saw
was
the
active
pictures
the whole time.
of all the jeans hanging and shit.
But as far as the repairs in our business, like there's still people, our customers that really utilize the process, utilize the repairs. They really like having a new pair of jeans.
Yeah,
And they beat them up pretty hard. They go through them quick. So like they're all about getting that fresh pair
yeah. Like, what do you,
every couple of years.
I saw you made like a Carhartt looking pair of like, it was like that brown of the cargo shorts for Pat Carroll with like the multiple pockets for his fucking little tinkers and tools. Like, that shit's cool. And it's cool that like people could probably come to you guys and be like, I need something like this. And you're going to do it. You know, you're going to work with them.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, you can't go to like a men's store and be like, I need you to make this, blah, 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 blah. You know, like everything is out on the showroom floor. Like, they're not making custom shit.
Yeah, there's a really cool network happening locally where we all like help each other with all the custom jobs in our expertise area.
Yeah, definitely.
So like we do deals with Idlewild Printing and even Pat Carroll. So we were just talking about his shorts. Like
Yep.
he's helped us with so many little laser projects and made
Yeah.
us rubber stamps. And
He is a jack of all
it's just
trades.
a network that we have here that's really awesome. He helped you with
Yep,
making some
he helped me out
making
with
some shelves.
my
That's
shelves.
awesome.
Yeah, he got me
Yeah.
back into my woodworking. Yeah, when I think about you guys, like the people that pop into my mind are like Josh Westbrook with his sneakers, and like David Dews with his hats, and all the other dudes like doing like kind of like craft and woodworking stuff. Dave, what's Dave? Dave the woodworker. He's got a sick woodworking shop. Remember Dave from the West End?
Sinigaglia.
Sinigaglia. Yeah, I can't ever say his last name right. Like that's a motherfucker that loves his craft, and you can tell.
Jamie Horgan too is getting
Yep.
after it.
Yeah, so dude, and it's like people would have never thought that Hartford had anything like that, like a community like that. And like you would, and if you're not from here, you don't know. You know what I mean? Like if I wasn't from Hartford, I would think it was just like everybody talks shit. It's a fucking highway through fucking New York and Boston. No, it's not. There's actual real cool shit going on here. You just got to dig for it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
See,
We're here. We out here.
we out here. You grew up right around the corner. You walked here
this
today.
is cool. I'm 100 feet from where I grew up.
And
It's pretty awesome.
Are you a Hartford native? Like you were
I
born?
grew up, West Hartford.
Okay, cool.
Homewood.
Oh, right here, dude.
Yeah.
So that was the house you
That
grew
was
up
the
in.
house I grew up in. That was actually the house that my mom grew up in.
Oh,
and
really?
she bought it off her parents.
Yeah. For anybody like that doesn't know the story, like I said,
You
Marshall.
know my mom from Traders.
Oh yeah, that's right. She used to go to Trader Joe's. That's right. See, dude, all these things are coming back. My memory's shot. Marshall, his parents live like he could throw a rock and like hit my house. Like he could have walked through the back.
So I'm comfortable.
Yeah, you're comfortable. You're in your hood. That's awesome, dude. So like, tell me something about some new or I don't want to like give away anything, but what do you guys got
We're pretty
going
open
on?
source. We talk about what's happening. We're definitely working towards some really cool things. We're opening up a shop in Brooklyn.
Really?
Yeah, I was down there on Tuesdays checking out the space, and we actually left a bunch of stuff on consignment. It's like this co-space where there's a bunch of different things happening, different booths. It's mostly vintage vendors.
Okay.
But there's a shoe repair shop, and there's about to be a cacao bar. It's kind of like Hartford, where they're all there just trying to figure it out and like set it up and make it look nice and make it work.
Is it going to be in Williamsburg?
It's in Bushwick.
Okay, cool.
It's on Broadway, 1083 Broadway.
Oh, awesome! You guys will fucking do well there. I've been to a lot of places in Bushwick and Williamsburg where it was like kind of like a warehouse space, but it was also a co-op, and there's different shit. Like I used to know a girl that used to go and get her hair done down there, but right across the way was like a dude like making like handmade shirts, and like the next door over was like an artist space. Like that's really cool.
So yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to go to New York because there's no shopping here really. It's not like a retail. Hartford's not a retail place. We have the support of the community, but we need to really take it there and go.
So you're gonna maintain
reach out
two
to the world.
locations?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're gonna
We're still gonna have our factory. We're gonna build it. We're gonna take custom orders from New York and make them in Hartford.
Oh, awesome.
But we're also gonna bring full stock inventory. We're gonna build out the space with wood. It's gonna be really cool.
Oh, dude, I'd love to go look at it. That's awesome. I hate pushing people on dates, but when
We're trying to do this ASAP.
Like really? Like by the end of the summer?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, by the end of the month.
That's fucking
next
awesome,
month.
dude. That's really cool.
Trying to hit the ground running there. There's a couple things we'd like to get. We'd like to be just kind of be the repair guys for New York and have a really good repair shop. So we're going to get a jeans hemmer and a darner down there
Okay.
and offering those services.
All right. So when you started, okay, even before you hooked up with Dave and what's the other guy's name? I forget. Luke, before you even started like hooking up with them, like your inspiration, like what made you want to do this?
It all kind of just flowed into itself. I would, for like 2 years before this, I was hand sewing leather goods. I made some funky purses. I was just really trying to make a go at that. Marshall Demming Leather Works.
Okay.
And at the same time, Luke's playing around with making some pants. Dave's building some horse barns, horse corrals. We were all building different things.
He makes horse corrals?
At the time, he was building like post and beam, like 60-foot diameter horse corrals.
Dude, that's crazy. That's so awesome.
With just like 2 other guys in a crane.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And we were all, it all kind of flowed around the woods too. We were all camping together. And we were making these tools. We were making wallets and like.
You are an
backpacks and
outdoorsman. I know that.
And just walking through the New England forest with all the prickers and stuff. When you have strong pants,
You don't get
It's
them.
the best. Yeah.
I've seen you in a pair of coveralls you made, like a full suit.
Yeah, we have those.
Dude, that's so sick. And it wasn't denim either. It was like almost like like striped print, right? What was that? It almost looked like the same kind of material that like the old school like train conductor hats were made of.
Yeah, we have that work glove factory.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we got
what
work
it
glove
is.
cloth.
Okay.
Yep.
Dude, that's so funny. That's awesome. But yeah, every time I seen you over the last couple of years, you're always showing out like some new shit you made. And like Dustin, I remember when you guys first started, Dustin had like a lot of like some of your like experimental clothing. Because I remember he showed up with like a jacket on that was like white and the pockets were like teal and pink.
Yeah, that was fresh.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And then he turned around and I saw the Hartford denim patch on it. I was like, "Dude, these dudes, I've never seen one of those. It's got to be a one-off." So these dudes are really, really fucking on some other shit. Like I like your guys, like the storefront, like the little when you were over on Bartholomew when you walked down and it was just like the shelves and like. The way that the stuff was set up was kind of like something you would see in like the window of a shop. It was very rustic and cool, you know, like, and when people buy jeans from you, they're all the same length and they get them hemmed, right?
Yeah, we hem them.
You hem them right there.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I remember like they only were labeled by waist size.
Yeah, but
And
you could order them. You could order them to a specific length, and we'd do it before we shipped it out. We ship all over.
What,
But yeah, we collect all the stuff. So like part of us finding all the old machines,
yeah.
it's also you find the old stuff too. My business partners are in salvage and they sell at flea markets,
Okay.
and they're out there getting really amazing old vintage stuff.
So
And finding crazy deals. So we've got a lot of resources. We've got a lot of old wood and just old cool things. So when we have a space, we're able to really set it up nice.
you're always at Brimfield, or you've been for the past few years.
Yeah.
And does that happen twice a year?
3 times a year for a week.
Oh, okay. What are the dates?
It's May, July, and September.
Okay. I think I'm going to go. I definitely want to go for the September one, only because I like them when it's like the end of the summer.
It's really awesome. You can find everything there.
Oh, yeah.
It's huge.
Pretty insane. I think everybody that lives in Connecticut and Massachusetts knows what it's not a flea market. It's called the Brimfield
Antique Festival.
Okay. And yeah, for anybody that's not from the area, this is like pretty much, I would like to call it kind of like a farmer's market of goods and antiques. And it has grown like so big. Like you can park miles away and walk in because that's how many people are going up there.
Yeah.
I love shit like that. Like farmers markets and like even like small like little tents and shit like that where people are making their handmade goods. And you guys have done really well. Like
We do pretty well with the vendors.
I figured, yeah. Are you are there any stores carrying Hartford denim right now? Like could I walk into like a men's store somewhere and see it being sold?
Yes.
Who?
It's called Beekman. It's in Osaka, Japan.
That's right. I was going to start talking to you
That's
about
kind
that.
of the main one right now. We actually have one more. It's Hagatroffel.
Okay. And they are.
They're in Gothenburg, Sweden.
See, dude, you're fucking international, bro.
But we don't have a store in the U.S. yet, so we're excited about setting up this Brooklyn shop.
So that will be a retail store.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got some stuff on consignment in Greensboro, North Carolina, at Hudson Hill.
Okay. You should.
But yeah, we're just gonna try and make a bunch of different stuff and fill up our store with interesting things.
I think once you
and hit
guys
the ground.
Yeah, once you
and
guys
start talking to New York and talking about what we do.
you're gonna do well down there. Like once you guys kind of like get that buzz going, do you see you guys having more retail vendors and people reaching out to like buy stuff to carry in their personal stores?
Yeah.
It's definitely
a possibility.
Is that
but
what you're hoping?
We're kind of planning around that. If that didn't happen, we'd still
you'd be all right.
Yeah, still make it.
Do you do any, or like, are you living off
so
this,
we're-
or do you do any other work?
I do other work.
What do you
We're
do?
working towards making this work. but I deliver pizza for Luna Pizza Monday and Friday nights.
That's so
And I'm
fucking
like-
awesome. I actually, dude, Luna's actually really good.
I've been
pizza.
doing that for a while. It's a
I was gonna say
side gig.
you've been doing that
It's
for
a good
minute.
team. I actually have a lot of fun working with the group.
I had a friend that worked for Luna, and he actually had never had anything bad to say about them. You're working at the West Hartford one?
Yeah.
Is there one in Avon too?
Yeah, there was a franchise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, before when I was
What's
younger.
so interesting though, so the guy that started it, Louis Termini, he's since then sold them all, and the one that I work at, it's his nephew and his sister bought it.
And they stayed.
Yeah, and they took it over. But he's actually, so now he's in New York, in Brooklyn. He's got his own pizza company, new brand. He started the Luna Empire.
Okay.
And then he sold them all. And so there's still a bunch just like Simsbury, Glastonbury. Well, now he's got Ignacio's in Brooklyn or the Brooklyn Bridge.
Okay.
And
In Dumbo?
he's our best customer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he buys all the craziest shit, like all the experimental stuff that you're like, yo, you saw us make that, and you're like, that is nuts. He buys all the one-offs that no one would buy,
That's
or
cool,
that
man.
like nobody's ready to throw down for, and he sees the value and the potential and how beautiful they are, and pays what they're worth. It's been really, really helpful.
Well, I'm
really, he's got a nice collection of.
when you
the
made
archive.
me when you made me my jeans, I was like, all I said to you was like, put your own spin on it. Look, think of me and put your own spin. And so for people that don't know, the Hartford Denim actual jean on a pair of Levi's where that little Levi's patch would go on the ass, like on the belt loop, they have a small leather cutout of Connecticut, and you can't miss it. And on mine, you embossed BG into that. I was fucking so psyched on that. And then when you turn the pants inside out, the pockets that lay down your leg on the inside, you guys like screen printed Ben Grimm on the inside of the jeans. And I was just like, dude, this is fucking awesome, dude. And I really think that you would extend that to anybody that wanted it.
We absolutely do.
Yeah.
We would. We're excited to do that. It's fun.
I've seen I forget where it was, but I saw a kid that actually had a pair of jeans, but the pockets were like that Carhartt orangey brown fabric. Like that's still denim, right?
Yeah. No, that's canvas.
Canvas, okay.
Yeah, canvas duck.
Yeah, he had canvas duck pockets, and I was just like, I knew exactly where they came from. And like, do you do a lot of custom work like that, or do you guys mostly just selling like regular?
We do a lot of custom. We do plenty of custom orders, but we just do large runs of stock,
Okay.
like stock sizes, and we'll do size runs and
Okay.
do batches when we get low.
For people that don't know, and I'm not even really what the word means. I don't really know what the word means. Define selvage?
All right, so it's coming off of the self edge of the fabric. That's like the root of that.
That just means it's coming off like a roll of fabric?
No, the words selvage is from the words self edge. And so
What is the self
all right,
edge
so
of its jeans?
you take like your standard fabric today for production, it's called wide goods. It's like 60 inches wide.
Okay.
And if you look at the edge of it, it's got frayed edges
Okay.
all along the edge. And when you're building pants, you have to cut that off because that's not a clean look, and it's
Yeah.
not something you can incorporate into the design. Mm-hmm. All right, so selvage denim, it's narrower denim. It's like 32 inches wide. It's made on these vintage shuttle looms,
Okay.
and basically the shuttle has there's all the blue threads running the length of the denim, and then there's white threads woven in between them, and the white thread gets woven back into itself when it gets to the end of the denim.
Okay.
And that creates a clean edge.
Okay.
It's finished.
Okay.
It's totally finished. It's not going to fray.
It's not fraying.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's got the white edge, and then it usually has the classic one has got the red red dot
yeah.
in it.
Well, I see when like dudes cuff their pants.
Yeah,
You
and
can see the
that's
red.
the selvage,
Okay.
and that's incorporated into the pattern, and the front panel and the back panel all run with the outseam of that fabric
okay.
along the selvage.
See, this
and
is-
it gets ironed flat, so it shows up nice.
See, this is why I do this podcast, because I don't know everything. And I have to ask people like you that are the masters of the craft to tell me that. Because I've seen for years selvage denim. Oh, selvage denim. And I just, like a dummy, never thought to ask what it was, never thought to Google it. So now I know.
So then next we're going to talk about what's raw denim.
School me, dude. Tell me. Like, yeah, because a lot of people don't know the difference.
Yeah, raw denim means just fresh fabric.
Okay.
Unwashed. So like a lot of your jeans that you go to the mall, they're distressed.
Yeah.
So that's not raw.
So the
Those are
indigo
distressed.
doesn't come off on your clothes. Because I've had that happen. I
Well,
forget what
that's the
jeans I had.
difference. That's maybe they might have just given them a wash. But as far as like really putting them in tumblers with rocks and stuff, that's like distressing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, even then, even if they've been soaked, raw is just unwashed, fresh fabric. And then there's sanforized and unsanforized. Sanforized, it won't shrink.
Okay.
They get the shrinkage out of the fabric
So
before you sew it.
that's how they distress denim, is like putting it into a tumbler.
They do a bunch of different ways.
I could
but yeah, they're all pretty rough. Rough for the environment.
Well, like nowadays.
And just the whole thing is backwards. It's like you're gonna make something strong,
Why do you want to rip it up?
and then you destroy it, and then you have to go back and fix it,
Yeah.
and then you sell it. It's like
I see so many
beaten
kids
up.
wearing like ripped jeans today, and it's not like ripped jeans when me and you were a kid, like like you were listening to Skid Row and you were a headbanger. I mean, like cut all the way down the front of the pants, the whole thing. Like it's really jean fashion has taken a turn upwards for people like you, but downwards for people like that.
oh yeah, it's gotten pretty rough. But what's so funny is the fact that a lot of these jean styles they're trying to emulate just the look of a fresh raw pair of jeans where the guy just went super hard and repaired it in a bunch of different funky ways. Yeah. And those are the sickest looking jeans you're gonna get is if when you're just wearing them, working them, you're not worried about it, trash them,
Yeah.
and repair them.
What
So we've actually sold jeans that we've had customers trade in their jean for new ones. They've been so nice,
Yep.
nicely broken in that we've like traded them for 2 pairs.
and do you
and then for
resell
to do
them
it-
or do
yeah,
you
and then
use them?
we resell them
Oh, really?
at Brimfield
Oh, dude, that's sick.
for more
I was gonna say for more
for the
'cause
people
they're-
that don't feel like working for the fades.
Oh my gosh,
They're out there. And we don't have that many of these jeans, but
I gotta start
enough
wearing
to
mine
sell
more,
'em.
dude. Like what? Like I know, like some people
this
wear
could be a
them in
career opportunity for you.
Some people wear them in the shower. I've heard to like get them to fit right. Like the ones you made, will those shrink? Like I don't wash my jeans.
It really depends on the fabric. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that fabric doesn't. I don't really remember exactly which one it was.
Yeah,
But I
I'll
don't think
show
so.
you. I don't wash my jeans, and even before I got the jeans from you, like,
Hang dry. That's the most important thing.
well, I
The
don't
dryers just beat them up.
Oh, I wouldn't even put them in the dryer. I don't even wash them. Only like
Wash them when they need it.
the only time I wash them is when I hand wash it if I drop food on it. Or if I like sweat real bad, I'll wash the insides and that's about it. But I don't really put myself in situations where I'm sweating with my jeans on because I'm just like a bigger dude. I wear shorts all summer like a weirdo. Like fall to like into like, you know, until spring comes, I wear those jeans that you made me. And like it's not even enough I'm wearing them to be a pretty boy. I want to have a nice crisp pair of jeans. And like I see people that buy your guys' jeans and they're working in them. They're mechanics. They're like doing crazy shit on the ground and like, you know, like
Well, actually, that's one little thing where I'm really excited about New York is because we build workwear with
Now-
lifetime repairs. So the workers, once they do the math in their head, they're like, "This is mine. This is my workwear."
Why not do this instead of buying a new one every year?
And there's just so much work being done in New York.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. All
They're
the
just,
time.
It's just all under construction for the next ever.
It really is a place that has been constantly under construction since the birth of it, and I don't see it stopping anytime
Well,
soon.
I mean, New York isn't any different than anywhere. Like,
No.
even our environment here is just
you got the same kind of
perpetually-
people working,
perpetually there's always a bridge that's getting rebuilt, and there's always a cracked road that's going to get repaved. We're just maintaining. It's like
What could you tell me?
it's never finished. Like a kid growing up, like the world he's
Oh yeah,
he
you're a
grows
work
up
in
and
progress.
It's like the world's never finished. It's always just under construction.
That's a good way to look at it. Tell me some more about things that I normally wouldn't know. We covered salvage, we covered raw denim. Oh, you know what I got a sponsored ad for the other day in my fucking Instagram feed?
What?
Jinkos.
No way, they're back.
Dude, they're
still
back
here?
bigger than ever, and
Wow.
they're not like trying to make like a cool jean. They're the same thing. Those big ass bottoms,
They
they're
got
the
the
same
30-inch
thing.
legs.
Yo, I used to be able to put a 40 bottle in my back pocket. That's how like insane those were, and it's really
And they were actually engineered for that.
yeah, they're sick.
They did
dude.
the math. They
when
that was like on the flash tag,
like
on the wash tag or whatever. We talk about I had the 40 pocket.
For a dude like you that's making like craft denim, and you see all the different kinds of denim out there, like whether it be something fucking out of their minds like Jinko, or like another company like high end like denim, or even Levi's, like is it weird to like watch how it's like evolved over the years? It's kind of like a rock and roll thing. It's like a classic American thing, like denim jeans. Like you're a part of it. What is that like for you?
For us, it's fun because we can put our own take on it. We can do whatever we want, and it's an adventure. We're getting into it.
It doesn't seem like it's gonna stop at any point. It's only gonna evolve. What the fuck?
We're just trying to get caught up with it because we want to be like a fully functioning brand that has all the things. So we want to have like kids clothes, a full line of overalls, more jackets.
If you're expanding like that, I
But
definitely
we're just
don't
since
see.
there's only like one, we have one employee and the 3 partners. So it's like each product takes time. We can do maybe 40 pieces in a week if we're really cranking.
Do you ever see yourself like getting to a point where you need? Well, I know the answer to this. Like where you need to like hire way more people because you have a demand behind you.
Yeah, we've had more employees before. Mm-hmm. We had 2 for a little while, then we kind of settled back. They had they left on their own terms, and we were like, all right, we could probably handle it. It'd have been a little slow.
Yeah. Tell me about the roots. My dad used to say this to me all the time, and I've never Googled it. I don't know where the root of this word lies. What are dungarees?
I don't know either.
Is that a fucking Australian term for jeans?
It does sound
I think it
Australian.
is. Who the fuck? Like my mom would,
because it sounds like kangaroo, or
I don't know. My mother would always be like, it would be like school's about to start. We're going school shopping. All right, we got to go get you some dungarees. And me and my brother would be like, what the fuck are dungarees? And my dad would always say the word, and I never knew what the fuck it was. I'm gonna actually.
we had
take
like
a second
we
right
had
now.
like a 45-year-old guy come in, and his dad told him that he needed to go down to Hartford Denim and get a fresh pair of dungarees.
See, people like it's like my
That
dad's
guy was like 80.
yeah, my dad's
He
almost
saw
70.
Saw
so.
an article in the Current.
Hold on. All right, here we go. So dungarees. The actual definition is pants. North American dated definition is pants made of blue denim, blue jeans, and
Does it say anything about rivets?
no, it just says blue denim. All right, so here's the Wikipedia fucking thing. Let's see. Well, it didn't even really give me a good thing. Dungaree fabric, jeans, trousers made from denim, bib and brace overalls. A type of 20th century U.S. Navy uniform. Dungaree root. Hold on. Dungaree meaning. Let's see what that means.
That's
Definition.
interesting
Oh,
about the U.S. Navy uniform.
yeah, well, you guys are kind of doing like you said.
Yeah, our
you-
work shirts.
The Army
Our work
shit.
shirts inspired by that.
All right, so this is the Merriam-Webster definition. A heavy, coarse, durable cotton twill woven from colored yarns, specifically blue denim, plural, clothes made usually of blue denim. See, I'm trying to find like the root. The actor 49 wore dungarees in a work shirt. Yeah, I'm trying to find like that actual like where it started, like where that term started. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I'm just gonna go with my own definition and say that it's definitely an Australian of Australian origin. What else you want to talk about? Tell me some things I wouldn't know.
So I live out in New Hartford, and I commute in.
Really?
Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know, anybody listening that's not from Connecticut, New Hartford is actually a very beautiful area off of Route 44. It is on a route that goes into upstate New York, and it is surrounded by Barkhamsted,
Yeah.
Winstead, and it's an actually really, really fucking beautiful area of Connecticut.
Yeah, it's worth the drive.
I have a friend, my Erin Keeney lives out there. You know Erin?
Yep.
She was actually was one of my professors last last semester.
That's so cool.
Dude, it was
Dude,
so
that
cool.
must have been so funny walking into that class. Like,
Dude,
what's up, Teach?
I hadn't seen her for like a few years, and she's had like a child and everything, and I knew she was going to school for kind of like the same thing I was when I knew her years ago. And when I got my syllabus and I saw that she was the fucking professor, dude, I was so fucking happy. And I went in, I was like, hey man, what's going on? And she's like, it was like having a class taught by my friend. You know what I mean? And
That's so cool.
She's got a house in New Hartford, and she loves it up there. Dude, it's quiet. Like if you want to live somewhere where it's quiet in the country, like New Hartford is for you.
Got
Whereabouts?
some cool neighbors. I'm pretty much like just short of downtown New Hartford off 44 near Blue Sky.
Okay.
I don't know if you go there. Did you do a review there?
Blue Sky?
Blue Sky Foods. They got a great burger.
Dude, me and Pedro went there after we went fishing one day.
Cool.
He got the fish
Place
and
is
chips.
awesome.
He got the fish and chips and like a beer.
You walk into Key West. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really weird. They like have the whole place like styled like flamingos and tropical birds, but it's like a weird little health food store or restaurant in Connecticut, in like the rural part of Connecticut.
It's pretty greasy fare.
I got some fish and chips from there that were fucking banging.
Yeah,
but
all of it's awesome.
I think they do like health food and most like health driven stuff.
I think you're thinking of Passiflora.
No, I love Passiflora, the tea house.
So you already know.
So this other place is only like fried food.
No, it's just it's like a burgers and wraps, but it's mostly like fried fish.
What is it called again?
Blue Sky Foods.
Blue Sky Foods. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back to it because I remember having a conversation.
We're
with
talking
the
about
lady.
the same spot though with the fish and chips.
Passiflora
There's
is
probably
sick.
a couple options there, but I always get the big juicy burger.
As far as like fine dining and like more known restaurants, there's really nothing that big out that way. You probably got to go to like Litchfield and go to like Arethusa.
Yeah.
You ever go there?
Yeah, that place is cool.
You know that they are a restaurant built on the empire they made from the cowhide. And if you Google it, the cows on that ranch they use their hide for high end like women's purses, and they have a store down in the city, like way up 170 something, like way uptown. But they started doing the restaurant years ago.
Oh, that's so cool.
They have like a 2-pronged attack now, and now they also have they have the little ice cream store next to the restaurant, but they have one on fucking Chapel in New Haven, right near Yale. So if you ever fucking go down there, you can get yourself some farmer's cheese and like some of the best ice cream like in the state.
Wow.
But yeah, that's pretty. I figured you would appreciate that because of the leather connection. What else do you do? What do you do for fun when you ain't making jeans? I know you hang out a lot. I see you a lot of places. When we used to do the Hartford Party Starter shit, you were at every show, and you were like the guy that showed up first. So you're pretty much one of us. You know what I mean? I actually think you were an honorary member.
I was there in the room when you guys dropped down the cooler at like Neil's on Evergreen. Not Evergreen. What was it? West Boulevard.
Oh,
at
no.
At the like the party. I saw you guys. You and Neil walked in with a cooler and were like, "We're the Hartford Party Starters. Like we're doing this right now."
I remember that. That was the day me and fucking Bill threw that grill off the porch. I remember people dancing in that front bedroom, and I remember seeing the floor moving, and like, dude, like giving way like 3 to 4 inches, like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, yo, this fucking floor is gonna fucking go, and whoever's under here is gonna be screwed. Ah, dude, those were some funny.
That was a real house party.
Those were real fun times, dude. We actually did something. Like we couldn't keep it going because everybody kind of went their own way, but we were like 4 or 5 guys that were just like fed up with the lack of nightlife in our city, and we made one.
Yeah.
And it was all of our friends.
Yep.
Like,
and that's still what we have to do today.
That's
honestly.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's what you guys are doing.
We're getting there.
I really fucking.
But yeah, it's like if you don't do that, then it's not there.
No.
And it's just like it takes a lot of work to keep it going, but it's worth it. It's a lot of fun when you're well organized and you get it together.
I like envy guys like you because like I'm not saying I don't like my job. Like I love what I do. You know what I mean? And I go to work, but some days I'm just like I don't want to fucking be here because like I work for an agency. I work for somebody else. You guys are working for yourselves. You walk in every day and you're doing something that you love. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we're working towards, making that be an occupation for us. But a lot of the days that we go in, our only payment is that later this is going to work.
Yeah.
We're not getting paid every day.
True. Definitely.
And we're working towards like just growing our business to the point where it can sustain our one employee that we have, but also the three of us.
It's kind of like
So
being
like
a
my
musician.
two business partners, they're at the flea markets every weekend. Yeah, it is kind of
It is like being
it's
a
like
musician.
being in a band.
You know that you're going to do it now because you love it, but you are hopefully going to get to a better, more substantial place. But even if that doesn't happen, you keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're definitely like a
We're
musician.
working, yeah.
dude.
Sometimes when we're at the diner, the ladies ask us if we're in a band.
You guys do look very hip and cool. Like you guys definitely look like a group of people that shouldn't be in Hartford. That's what I like about you guys. What are your interests? Like I know you listen to like a lot of like different music. Like you listen to like a lot of different music. I know you don't have
Spotify's
That's
fucking
your
changed
shit.
my life, dude.
Yeah.
Discover Weekly. Shit got me figured out. It was amazing.
My
You just
Discover-
start liking a couple tracks, and then Discover
Yeah.
Weekly's just got me turned on to so much incredible music. And just slowly building up my collection of tracks. Eventually, I'll be a DJ. After like a couple more years of discovering Weekly, like I'm gonna have them all. I'm gonna have like a full set.
My Discover Weekly is like all black metal. It's really crazy, and it's or sometimes it'll give me like weird like post metal shit, like and like heavy metal and like the occasional rap song because like when I use Spotify, it's like 90% black metal I listen to, and then it's like every once in a while I'll throw on like a hip hop track, so that's how it tailors it to you. So yeah, I fuck with Spotify.
So I got a mountain bike. I like to do that when I got some free time. I'll
Okay.
often do that if I have time. I'll fit in like a 45-minute ride on my way to work as I'm coming down 44. I'll hop the reservoir.
Like you do like downhill, like
No, it's
heavy
cross
duty
country.
shit.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's downhill, but it's uphill till you get to the top, and then it's downhill down.
What kind of bike?
It's just specialized,
Okay. All right. I used to have a
pretty regular
Specialized.
mountain bike.
I have a fixed gear right now, but I'd like to actually get a mountain bike. I used to have one when I was
It's awesome.
younger, but like I see a lot of people doing it more lately, and I remember really liking it. But I don't want to do nothing extreme. But like the reservoir is beautiful. They have
It's
that.
it's amazing resource. That place is
People come
it's
from all
vast.
around to
Yeah.
ride their mountain bikes there.
Yeah.
and
it
sometimes
is vast.
I look
You
over
can get lost.
and you can. It's a huge piece of land. I look over like sometimes when I'm coming down Route 44, and there's like that one right next to the road, and you could see dudes like humming through the woods. Like they're like going faster than the cars on 44. It's pretty awesome. A lot of people go over there. Like I walk my dog around the reservoir, like the trail on the other side.
Yep.
But on the left hand side going up, that's where like all the mountain biking trails are. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I
It's
gotta
a
get
big
one.
loop.
I want a Santa Cruz.
That's a nice bike. And
That's
they
a
got
fucking super nice.
the
bike.
bikes are cool now. They got like a dropper seat post. You hit a button, and the seat goes down or up.
Oh,
So
really?
when you want to go downhill, you can put the seat down
And, like, get back.
low.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
It's like way safer.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
And they got big tires now. It's pretty cool.
I go to the bike store over in Newington every once in a while and kind of bop my head in and see what's going on. But you ever go to the one in Middletown on the main street right there?
No, Biker's Edge is my shop.
And they moved. They're in the old Bristol Press building, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Corey's just doing a mural for them right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We did a little trade with Corey, myself, and the Edge.
I used to go to the one when it was
I'm gonna hook Corey up with some gear. He's doing a mural, and then they helped me
see?
get a deal on a bike, and I just
hell
recently
yeah.
got a sweet ride, like
They
beginning of the season.
They used to be on Route 6, and it was right up the street from the clinic where I work. And then I saw that they were closed, and so one day I was on like a lunch break. I just wanted to get out, and I was driving around like downtown Bristol just to see if I could like have memories or whatever. And I saw that the Biker's Edge sign was on the side of the old Bristol Press thing, but like they weren't open. It was like a Monday, or it was like I took an early lunch and they were opening at 11 or something like that. And I want to go check in because they do have they have a good selection.
Yeah.
They have a super good selection.
The owner is super cool, Bob.
Okay.
That place has been around since.
They've been
the
around since I
80s.
was a kid. Yeah, that's like I bought a bunch of.
I used to be a little shop rat there when I was like 12.
Oh, hell yeah.
I had a cousin that lived in Bristol. My mom would drop me off there, and we would just ride our mountain bikes, jumping off curbs in Bristol.
Who's your
all
cousin?
day long? Mike Lesko.
Mike Lesko.
Luzco.
That's actually a
Might have been a
familiar
couple
name.
years below you, but
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be 40 in January. Feeling old.
You look young.
You look
fantastic.
younger than fucking 33. We've preserved ourselves. What
Staying busy, getting after it.
I really don't think that ages people. Like, I think people get aged when they go to a job day after day that they loathe. And it's not even like the physical thing that ages them. Like, if you're doing a job every day that you like, that's like your baby, that you're putting your like your own work into, I don't think that like weighs on people. Like, if anything, it's keeping you happier, which will
it gives you
keep
drive
you young.
to work faster and
Yeah,
eat your lunch quick and get right back into it.
I have not been to
And eat
your
good.
guys.
That's the key thing.
What?
Just packing a good lunch.
Oh,
And
dude.
making a good breakfast.
Dude, I leave the house every day with a fucking
got so much
satchel.
snacks.
Yeah, I gotta go with like 2 bars. I got 3 different containers. I'll have my breakfast in one, then I have a salad and chicken in the other. I got my coffee. I got a seltzer, and I always bring like a half cup of walnuts.
Nice.
I'm kind of a psycho. So what do you when you're not when you're? Oh, you know what? I actually think.
So I've got an awesome girlfriend.
Tell
that
me
I live
about your
with.
girlfriend.
Yeah, she's amazing. She teaches welding.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Shut
she's
up.
Full-time welding teacher at Bristol Tech.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is she and what's her name? Do I know her? Have I ever met her?
Amy Howroyd.
Amy Halroy, no.
She's 28.
So she works at like the old Bristol Tech would be the old EC Goodwin, or no, it's up on Chippens Hill, right?
Near there, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Minor Lane.
Okay, yeah. I remember when I was younger, there was a couple kids. You know,
But yeah, she started off doing night class. Now she's this is her second year doing the full time.
Okay.
And yeah, she's a metal artist.
I was
And we're
gonna
setting
say,
up the garage
is she
right now.
functional welding? Like, is she like welding shit for like stuff, or is she
really
like
does
a
it
welding
all.
artist?
She really does it all.
Oh, okay.
She was actually working at like an aerospace job shop for a couple years before she was teaching, and certified to do like microscopic stainless steel welding for like crazy stuff.
I've tried to weld before, and I'm not good at it. And I've used an acetylene torch before to cut metal, and it's like so crazy looking through that thing. And if the actual flame isn't on, you can't see anything. But like when it's on, like you have to like, you know, it was very strange. And I remember I had a friend that was a welder. He's like, "You want to try it?" And I would see him how he would make the little ripples, and it would be fucking perfect. And I did it, dude, and it was so bad. But that's like a real hard thing to do. I respect that.
So she's super into blacksmithing too, and we're setting up a foundry, or no, I'm sorry, not a foundry, a forge.
Okay.
Forge in the garage. We've got a coal forge,
Okay.
and we're gonna be doing blacksmithing right in the garage.
Oh, dude, that's sick. Up in New Hartford.
She made me a forged brass spatula. I think it's my favorite thing that I own.
Oh, dude, if Megan made me my own spatula, dude, that's ring material right there. That's just see, that's cool, man. That's like you don't hear about shit like that. Like,
So we've been out there for a couple of years now, or it's like going in the second year at the house and just getting it set up. So
so you guys live together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's a lot of the free times, just like working on making the house better.
You're fucking living, dude. I love to see it. I love to see my friends
then
that
I
I've
do-
known for a long time do well. You know what I mean? Because you've been around since I lived in since I moved to Hartford in like fucking 1998. Like you've been in the area, you know, and I've known you for a
I
good
remember I
amount
first
of
met
time.
you at Pratt Street.
Upstairs
Yeah.
with Justin and
Yeah.
them. What was that?
It was like they were doing open mics. It was like
But it was in someone's like weird apartment.
yeah,
where
there was like 6 people living there.
it was like a dude that had like a computer that would record music, but then there was like kids living there against like the lease. Like
Yeah.
I remember dudes had like their own little rooms. Fuck, dude, you're taking me back. I remember going there and just rapping in everybody's face. And this was before I got clean, so that was definitely like early 2000s, maybe even late 90s. Wow.
Yeah, this is some of my like first exposure to just freedom, like the art and people just throwing down. There was like, 50 people in a room. There was like a drum kit and like 12 people that knew how to rap in a room with just
And I
a
remember,
regular room.
I remember
it was awesome.
It was covered in graffiti too. And downstairs was like the salon, and you had to go through that door right next
and
to
you
the
walk
salon.
up 2 layers of stairs.
Oh, dude, man, you're taking me back right now.
So that was our apartment.
So that's
when we were
where
on
you
Pratt
were.
Street. We took over that space.
Oh,
So
okay.
we had the rooftop.
Yep, I remember going up on the roof there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was a really cool spot.
Oh man, what is it now?
Now we've got a friend that lives there.
Really?
Yeah, it's just an apartment.
If
and
somebody-
there's like a psychic in there still.
Oh, okay. That's right. There was a
There
psychic
was
on the
always a
second
psychic
floor.
I lived there and I never saw him.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so weird. If that was a cool spot, if somebody like actually like fixed it up, like that's like a cool like inner city apartment. It wouldn't be a loft because there wasn't like a real lot of space, but there was definitely like 2 floors and it turned off into these weird rooms. Like, yeah, shit, I would love to go look at that. Get me
So
in there.
now that we got our big space, one of the things we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some cool events.
Okay.
So that's one of the things we're working towards too.
I remember you guys did a couple things.
We've done a few.
Yeah, you did like a couple like dance party, DJ night things, or you called it something else, so I forget what it was called.
We had the Unity Market for like a month, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
And that was like we were showcasing different artists and small handmade stuff.
You guys don't have the No Good Market goes on over there.
I do the sound for those guys. One of my side gigs is I've got some speakers that I rent.
Okay.
And I run them.
Oh, okay. Like PA
Yeah,
stuff?
PA rig. So if you want to do a show, I got a big.
I was gonna say
setup.
that's a good thing to know because I know people that are always looking to like rent out a PA.
That was one of the reasons why I invested because I knew that I wanted it a small amount, but I knew other people wanted it too.
Yeah, if you own a PA, you're not using it every day, so it's like a car. You might as well rent it out to your friend.
Yeah.
I used to have a really nice Mackie. It was like a fucking stereo Mackie, like fucking 16 channel.
Cool.
Sold it when I was fucked up. It was actually one of the nicest like pieces of audio equipment I ever had. Yeah, like I always thought, did you guys ever have a booth at No Good, or you really didn't need one because you were right there?
I do. I set up a booth. I do the sound, and I'll also set up a booth.
Okay.
Sometimes my business partners will set up vintage.
Okay.
And then we'll have a big booth, but usually it's just like showcasing the jeans and the tote bags. We got tote bags, aprons, small little pouches, like little market stuff.
The No Good Market is
Stuff that's good for kids.
Is it the third Thursday of every month, or is it the second?
Second.
So anybody that doesn't know, the No Good Market is kind of like a cooler, hip, sort of like I wouldn't say a farmer's market. However, there is somebody there with vegetables, but there's food trucks. There's like
it's more of a food truck festival, but
material
anybody
vendors.
can really. They're super open to having any type of vendor that wants.
You could pretty much approach them and be like,
Yeah.
"I want a table for this," and they'll let you do it. You just got to pay for the table. And there's music, and it's right next to the door for Hog River Brewing, so you can go in there and get yourself a beer or whatever. But it's cool. I like going to that, and it's the second Thursday of every month from 5 to 8.
Yeah, it usually runs a little bit later, but you're right around there, 5 to 9.
And there's usually like your area food trucks, so your Yardbird, your Mercado food truck.
They book good local DJs that are fun.
Yep, that's right. And there's like a small little porch area where they set up the DJ thing.
Yeah, we set up on the loading dock.
Okay,
Pretty fun.
Yeah. So anybody that doesn't know, what is it? 10 Bartholomew? Just
30.
Yeah, 30.
Bartholomew, you park in the big lot across the street.
Just Google Hog River Brewing and go there on the second Thursday, and you'll see what we're talking about. It's a really cool event. I actually didn't go this month, but it's already over. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was a pretty hardcore crowd that was there because it was raining.
Yeah. The last time.
Mostly an older crowd because they're not afraid of the water.
No, I went in May, and it was fucking huge. There was so many people there. There was a lot of people there.
You got to get there early and get in line quick because if you wait, the lines get really long.
Dude, I would love to see. What's the Spanish club right there? That used to be Barca.
It's Corral.
So I would love to see that.
Just the brewery take that over with a nice restaurant. That'd be fantastic.
This was exactly what I was going to say. Turn that into a restaurant. Somebody, one of you guys out there, one of my chef friends that's fucking being a restaurateur and buying up all property, if that thing closes down, to have a restaurant adjoined to that brewery with that festival that goes on monthly would be a fucking sick business opportunity.
Yeah,
that would
even
be dope.
just aside from that, it could be a standalone thing. They got
Just
a
like
stage.
Yeah,
they don't even.
That's right. There's a
yeah.
little like thing inside. I
Because
remember
the market's only for the summer. We got to come up with a plan that works all year.
they should do something in there in that spot like during the winter
Be really cool.
winter months. And then above, are those loft apartments still up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
I had a friend that lived
And then
there
behind
years
is
ago.
one of the gems of Hartford, La Casita del Sabor.
What is that?
They've been there forever. They make really amazing pupusa tacos. It's a little taco spot. I don't know if you've seen in the back parking lot. There's like a little building that's like 10 by 20 feet.
No.
It's a restaurant.
So walk me through
There's like
it.
3 tables in it. But yeah, it's amazing tacos.
That's in the back?
Yeah.
All right,
Behind
so
that building.
Say I'm walking into the driveway, and all the way up to the left-hand side is the door to go into Hog River. Straight ahead is the office for that the company that is like the restaurant company.
Okay, yeah. So turn around walk back out to the Bartholomew Street, walk down to Park, take a right, and then turn right into the parking lot.
Oh, yeah. It's
behind.
in the parking lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and they make it's Mexican?
Pretty sure it's Ecuadorian.
Ecuadorian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nicaraguan
all right.
too.
Dude, I've actually dropped somebody off in that parking lot, but it was like way at night, and I thought that was actually like an attendance building. I didn't know it was a
awesome.
restaurant.
They're open till 8. They've got really fantastic tacos in pupusa.
Really? Oh my gosh, I might go there tonight.
Dude, their pupusa's like $2.50.
Really?
It's awesome.
A pupusa
It's like
is like Meg was
dough with
Mike, it's
pork
like
and
filled.
cheese
It's
and
like a
beans.
flat filled.
yeah, it's like a
thing.
pancake with pork, cheese, and beans.
Dude, my girlfriend loves
They're
those.
amazing, and then they serve them with like a coleslaw type thing.
Chango Rosa did one, and it's actually good. But like, I want to go and try these guys one.
Yeah,
What's the name of it?
La Casita del Sabor.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be taking some pictures of that shit. See, I love, dude. You ever go way up into Park Street, past Zion, and on the left, there's actually this thing. It's called the Mercado Mart.
Oh yeah, Mercado's the best.
You walk in,
Yeah,
and it's
they
like
got everything.
It's like a shopping mall of food, and everybody's selling the same shit. It's all empanadas, all those like yuca, like potato ball things.
They have one of them's got really good fresh pressed orange juice.
Oh, dude, there's all kinds of shit in there, and I haven't been in there since like 2000. Like, I haven't been in there for 15 years. Like, I want to go check that shit out because a lot of people don't know. Up and down Park Street, there are some gems. There are some gems from Churrascaria, the Brazilian Grill, all the way down to. There's a couple like Cubano spots deep down on Park, like almost before you get to Main Street. And there's that one restaurant with the little crab. What the fuck is the name of it? It's past Washington. It's down. Forget, but it's like a Puerto Rican restaurant, and it's fucking sick. And you drive by there on Sunday morning, there's a line out the door because they also are a bakery, so you can go and get like all your regular stuff. But there's like I've eaten in there, and it was fucking awesome. But like I'm saying, you're bringing me back now. Like these are things I did years ago. I'm never really in that area anymore, but now I have a reason.
Yeah,
to
there's
go.
cool things that are going to be happening. What's supposedly going to happen? I don't know if you know the building that's right across the street from that parking lot that we're talking about, where La Casita is.
Yep.
It's like just a big brick building.
The flat
yeah,
wall.
it was like a ladder shop or whatever.
plumbing
exactly.
shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the big flat wall. Well, it's like totally empty on the inside, and somebody's going to turn it into an indoor market.
Really?
Yeah, with like little vendors. It's going to be cool. It's going to be kind of like No Good, but it's like a standalone thing inside.
That would be awesome. See, I could get behind something like that. I love shit like that. When you don't know. Like,
I within a year, I think.
Okay.
It's happening quick.
okay, cool. I really shouldn't be asking you this right now, but does that place take cards, or do I have to go get cash out right now?
Get cash.
I'm gonna go get some cash.
I think you got to get cash.
I think I'm
yeah.
gonna go there. What? How late are they open? Till 8? Oh, dude, me and Meg are gonna go, dude. That's fucking awesome. Well, let everybody know how they can get in touch with you and Hartford Denim Company, and
Cool.
like let them know, plug whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, so we're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, 236 Hamilton Street. And if that doesn't work for you, we can make an appointment. We could be open Saturday, or for one of the weekdays you want us to be a little bit later. If that works for you, that's possible. Just give us a call, 860-880-0495. Our website's hardenco.com, same as our Instagram handle.
HARDENCO. Hartford Denim Company abbreviated.
Yeah.
HARDENCO.
Yeah, Hartford Clothers came after us.
Really?
They're out of France. They
Really?
make golf. They make like bougie golf wear.
Hartford Clothiers?
Yeah, I don't know the full name. It's just Hartford, the Hartford clothing brand.
What a
But yeah, they own like the international trademark. When we were on Pratt Street, they sent us a cease and desist.
Really? Oh my God.
We had somebody made us a CNC machine button that said Hartford.
Uh-huh. And
And we had a picture
that.
of that on our blog,
Uh-huh.
and that was enough for them to contact us.
Fuck,
I
man,
know.
That's fucking
They're not even
hardcore.
in Hartford.
Yeah, they're in France. Like, get the
It's
fuck
not like
outta
Hartford, France. So then I'd be like, okay, that's cool. You guys are cool.
Here. Yeah. So, So you have an Instagram page, and
We didn't let it bother us. You know, we're Hardenco.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, it's fine.
And everybody knows where you are and what you guys do, so it's not like changing your name was gonna do any hurt or any
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So
They
Hartford-
can take it. You know, it's a little confusing. People are like, wait, what's Hardenco? You know?
it's just abbreviated. So, HARDENCO on Instagram. Hit them up.
You're on
They gotta-
Facebook too. We're gonna start putting our New York hours
Okay.
on Facebook. We'll update that each week with what the hours for that week will be.
Fucking awesome, man. Really glad to see you doing good,
Yeah, this has
bro.
been so much fun. Thank you.
Hey, anytime you want, I'll have you. When you guys open up the Brooklyn location, I want to have you back on.
Yeah, you got to come down for our party.
Oh, let me know. You fucking let me know, and I'm gonna come.
That's cool.
All right,
Awesome. Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen. Marshall Demming of Hartford Denim Company. Thank you for coming by, bud.
Thank you so much. It's been a blast.
Alrighty.
I'll use more and then some.